How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today I'm going to be showcasing this 100% team that consists of units that I've recently maxed, and of course units that I maxed ages ago, but I've never really, used them in the same team. So I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and try them out in the same team. Of course, we have the Tech Bulma at 100%, Double Vegeta Blue 100%, STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Bardock, Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman, as well as Goku Jr. So definitely looking forward to seeing how every single unit in this team performs with each other. Of course, you have the Bulma that can super attack early. We have the STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who does get a substantial boost from his passive. I believe it's around 70 or 80%, but of course he can get a ton of crits, as well as Vegito Blue, and you know all about Vegito Blue, of course. And then in the next rotation, we have Tech Super Saiyan Bardock, who can seal super attacks, works best with LR Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman, who is still awaiting a rebirth, Goku Jr., who is just a pretty solid unit for a free-to-play one, Tech Bulma, again, pretty straightforward, but that is pretty much the squad, and I said pretty much like 10 times there, but yeah, hope you guys do enjoy the video as always, and if you do, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new. Now let's go ahead and see what these guys can do. Of course, we are going to go ahead. Like, I just repeat so many things, but I suppose it's just me, right? It's just part of who I am at this point. But yeah, Bardock is going to start off by sealing, and he will be able to tank a few of these hits. And I really can't wait to see how well this Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman performs with LR Trunks, and of course when he gets his rebirth. But this is my first time using Goku Jr. on this account. But again, incredible unit, doesn't have the greatest key links, but he is still very solid, especially if you don't have too many other great options. And I believe every single one of my units just crit there, which is a bit of a surprise because of course it's all RNG. And you know what? Let's take a chance. Let's put the STR Super Saiyan from Goku there. Let's see if we can keep the crit train going. And I did a bad. I did not super attack with the Vegito Blue. And you know what? Let me know in the comment section down below if there is a unit in particular that just people players normally wouldn't max that you have maxed. For example, one of them that I own, well, I own multiple at this point, is the Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman. Definitely haven't seen too many max. Tech Bardock as well. I mean, he isn't designed to hit hard, so I would imagine that quite a few people will try to avoid him. But one of the, the main reasons why I did max him in the end is because he is an absolutely incredible partner for LR Goku. He is still awaiting an awakening. Bit of a tongue twister there. He's still awaiting an awakening, which basically guarantees that he is forever going to be optimal. And again, one of the main reasons why comes down to the fact that he works so well with Super Saiyan Goku, LR Goku, on that particular tech team. But let's see if we can take him out with Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman or Bardock. So it's a shame that Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman didn't get the rebirth thing, because of course it would help him out massively, but every single unit here is at Super Attack 10, of course, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to max them in the potential system, but just wanted to point that out. So Bardock did get the crit there, and who do we have here? Goku Jr. Right, let's go with this. And Goku having over in a flash definitely does help out massively here. Oh, it's a shame that Goku Jr. can't super attack early like Bulma, rather. And I'm going to say those orbs. So that is definitely the biggest drawback about Goku Jr. But to be fair, even if he did have a link like Prepared for Battle, it wouldn't have made that much of a difference because Super Saiyan 3 Goku doesn't have it. So in the end, it's not that much of a loss for this particular team. Granted, it could have helped out a bit when it comes to the int team, but if you have particular units, again, it's not necessary. For example, I believe the best in-type team at the moment is LR Gohan, Super Gogeta. Of course, you have the Gohan, which is a 40% unit that gives the 40% boost. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Rage Trunks, and the last slot belongs to the Super Saiyan Buff Goku Rebirth. No, okay, that's not him taken care of. But I would imagine that is definitely going to change as they introduce more units. Now, let's put the Bardock here, get rid of Vegito, because of course this is supposed to be the showcase for the other units. I would imagine that you've seen plenty of 100% Vegetos at this point, but just to showcase all of them on the same team, of course, is going to be pretty interesting. But so far, they have been super attacking pretty consistently, pardon me, and I don't really have anything negative to say apart from the fact that they don't really hit as hard as some of the other 100% units I have. Of course, that comes down to the fact that they don't have some of the biggest attack links like Fierce Battle, they don't have Awakenings. The only units here that have received a Dokkan Awakening is Vegito Blue and STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, of course. And like I said multiple times, Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyaman is awaiting that rebirth. And then you have the Tech Bardock who is awaiting the Dokkan Awakening, which should have been here by now, but for some reason they decided to change up the order, which is fair enough, I suppose, trying to mix things up. But it definitely has annoyed quite a few people. But let's go with this. I mean, the Bulma doesn't really provide too much. She does tank when her passive goes off, but apart from that, she doesn't provide too much offensively. Defensively, she is a great unit for that. Vegito Blue is probably our best defender here just because he's way more consistent with that damage reduction, and of course with potential system buffs he's going to be tanking even better, and because he is at 100% in the potential system, he should be having no problems against some of these first stages. But the thing is, that RNG passive, oh dear. And still awaiting the release of LR Vegito Blue, just nowhere to be seen. Most likely Christmas time, to be honest. Like, they did, well, of course they tend to do big things around Christmas time. Last year we got the Christmas banner with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, and we had a separate one where I believe you could get the candy canes. And just to quickly decide what I'm going to do here so I don't lose track and just completely mess up. Okay, so no super attack there, but it's fine. So, yeah, of course we had that discount banner for Christmas, which I didn't manage to get Super Vegito on, but that was the main reason why they did get rid of Super Vegito when it came to the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken banner. But it was an interesting time, and I would imagine that they are probably saving Vegito for that, you know, specific time period, just because I suppose it's a special time of year for many people, and it would be a great time to release him because it's Christmas and they would get a ton of money. But that would mean that we legit would have to wait like 5 or 6 months, something along those lines, for the release of one unit. And I think that at that point, JP probably would have released like another, like 3 LRs. So I suppose we will find out eventually. But here we go. Vegito Blue can just get multiple crits. If that is, no, okay, never mind. Right, what about STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku? Can you come in clutch here? To be fair, considering how old he is a pretty good unit. Granted, he isn't necessarily, necessarily optimal on a mono STR team if you have certain units, but he definitely has come a long way. And to be fair, any unit that has a ton of potential system buffs is like considered optimal, I would say, because I mean there's just legit no reason for you not to run them on your team. If they are 100%, you're definitely going to be running them, which is why it doesn't matter which unit you choose to max, he is most likely going to fit on your team, regardless of what your team is currently looking like, unless you decide to max a unit like the Yamcha or the STR Vegeta from the Camp Oda, from the Versus thing, Global versus Japan, and the Agility Super Saiyan Goku Rebirth, who's just absolutely terrible. There are certain units that definitely don't benefit at all, but for the most part, every single unit, well, not every single unit, like I said, but a large majority of units that you pick to max are going to be optimal. Okay, you got the additional. It's a shame double seals don't do anything, and to be fair, I wasn't even a super attack, so that wouldn't have made a massive difference. But gonna try to take out the next stage, like, as soon as I can. We do have Goku Jr., Vegito Blue, and STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so there's a chance that we can take him out first rotation. Right. Yep. For a moment there, I thought we didn't have that rotation because they tend to, like, change it about depending on what you have or what turn you are on. And to be fair, this is a pretty solid lineup. And if Vegito Blue can come in clutch with, the additionals and crits, that would be great. Let's see. It all comes down to RNG, basically. Right, so now starting things off with Goku Jr. To be fair, I think at this point, because of how hard he hit right there without a crit, I think it's definitely done this turn, especially if Vegito Blue gets 1 crit. To be fair, even if he doesn't get any crits, he's going to get tons of counters in. Okay, he's going to get 2, and yeah, it's over. Yeah, he is definitely not going to survive this. He just doesn't have any defense, which is kind of ironic when you consider that he is supposed to be a bit of a defensive card. I'm curious to see what the new one does. And I would imagine that that's going to be data mined or officially released on the Bandai Twitter either tomorrow, later on today, or on the day of his release. But, a few hours prior to his release, of course. Right, let's go ahead and finish this off with the Bardock though. Kind of fitting, you have the Bardock versus Freezer to finish things off. I don't know if it's actually going to take him out. Maybe if it's a crit. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video as always. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want to see more videos like this in the future. And it's not enough. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. And I will see you all in the next one.